Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Narnar. I've been playing the PTR a little bit. There's a new dungeon out on there. Well, it's gone now, but it was out like a lot of last week. And I ran it a few times, and I thought, oh my god, there's fireworks going off. I don't know if you can hear it. 4th of July. Happy 4th of July. But yeah, I ran this one quite a few times, and I just wanted to look over a VOD and kind of give my first impressions and give everyone a look at how it's looking so far, in case you haven't played PTR, which I know a lot of people don't like to do, so I figured I'd do this and talk about it a little bit. Overall, I really like the vibe and the feel of the dungeon. It's really cool. It's really pretty. This first pull, this is kind of what most people were doing on PTR after the first couple times you run it. There's a lot of mobs, but there's not like too much going on. There's this blue mob here that casts Gorge, which I think will kind of be like one of the limiting things in the pull. So basically it just casts Gorge, and every time a Gorge goes off it gets a stack, and then when it dies it like applies a dot with that many stacks. So if you let it go off like 5 times you're gonna get 5 stacks, and it's gonna hurt a lot. But if you kick it a bunch, I think you only get the 1 initial stack. Just kind of cool mechanic. So if you have good kicks, good coordination, you could pull like probably 2 or 3, maybe more. Or if it's like a really low key, you could probably just pull a bunch and let them go off a little bit. But there was some where we'd pull like 4 of them and we'd all just die to the dot. At the end, there'd be like 6 or 7 stacks. Everyone would just die, especially as Discipline Priest, because you got to be hitting stuff to heal most of the time. These little gray mobs, they kind of just jump around and hit people. Aggro's a little bit weird on them, but it didn't seem to matter too much. The large red mob that you saw in the beginning just puts a debuff on some people. Like, let's go back a little bit. So that Destroyer, that big guy, he puts like a circle debuff that ticks down on people, and he does like a frontal at someone. So you can see here that debuff. I renamed a lot of the spells in my plate already, but the debuff's gonna go on someone on the mage. See that little circle over there? Just like a dot. It didn't seem to hit crazy hard. Damn, can you hear fireworks just going off in the background? I hope not. Sorry if you can. And then this Gorger puts out those circles you just move out of, and they don't really do anything. Not too bad. Kind of a cool first pull. I think we lusted this, yeah. And then after that, it's a lot of the same mobs. That Scavenger will enrage at 50%. I think it gets like attack speed. Not super important, it seems, but something that's good if you have a Soothe. Why not? Fast forward a little bit here. Oh, so these are 2 of the Gorgers. So you can see one has 2 stacks and one has 3 stacks. So the one with 2 stacks is lowest right now. So you can see when it dies, it's about to die. We're about to get a debuff. You can see on the frames. Oh, we only got 1. Okay. Weird. So when this 4 dies, we should get either 3 or 4 stacks. Now it has 5 on the nameplate. So now we get 4. Okay. So it's however many stacks and then -1, I guess, because the first stack doesn't count. So if you have like 2 of those go off at the same time and you get 8 stacks, like, I don't know, it might hurt quite a bit. Some people were skipping those 2 destroyers at the front. They're not too hard, but maybe it's just like, I don't know, they didn't feel like pulling it. No one really knows what's going on because it's PTR. So every tank's different. This was a Chinese bear that we played with a few times, and then he showed up in my chat. He was pretty cool. He's a good tank. Dumpy's playing Marksman. So this boss is kind of cool. These 2 Scavengers are not from the boss fight. He just pulled those from the side. So this boss puts 2 circles out, which leave pools and a dot on the 2 people that got them. So I have my Rift going. I'm healing them up. And I believe those pools can slow the ads that it spawns later. But no one was really... We didn't really figure out exactly what to do with them. So yeah, 2 pools, 2 dots. Try to heal through, press defensives and stuff. So it summons a set of ads, you kill them. Another set of ads, you kill them. And then it seems the 3rd set of ads is during this like suck phase, which you'll see in a sec. So here he's going to start like gripping everyone in, and it ticks like a lot of AoE damage for 18 seconds, it looks like. So you want to press healing cooldowns, and then these ads that spawn, I'm not doing a good job of looking at them. Basically the DPS need to kill them before this phase ends, because every ad that he eats, he gets a damage buff and he heals. So here he didn't eat any of them, I don't think. Maybe he ate one? I don't know, I can't tell. But if you let all those go in, the next damage event is gonna just mess you up. So as a healer, like I don't really have anything. I could scream them, I guess, but that's not really gonna help too much. So I think that's where it, like things like binding shot, vortex, any kind of slow that you have, you might want to like stun one of the groups of ads and then blow up the other ones and then go back to the stunned ones. But the main thing is you just got to blow him up before the phase ends, because he'll suck everything to the middle and eat them. I put the barrier down for myself and then I gripped it. Dude, look at this. This was great. It leaves a dot, so I put a barrier so I could stand in it with the shaman. The shaman runs out, so I grip him and then he immediately runs back out. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I PI him as a reward for his behavior. Unfortunate. But yeah, it seems like a kind of cool fight. Not like super complicated. The dots do hurt, but it's not like crazy. Definitely after it eats all the ads. Like I've done this where you fail the ads and damn, can you just hear fireworks? That's, I really hope you can't, but whatever. Happy 4th of July. Rest in peace, headphone users. Yeah, it's a pretty cool boss fight. I don't know, I dig it. There's probably going to be some kind of strat where like you drop the pools in certain spots. I don't know if you could predict where they spawn or not, but that'd be kind of cool. All right, then you run around over here. A lot of people, actually I'll just go back. These mobs here, that sentinel, the red one, those are like some of my least favorite to fight. So a lot of people are walking past them. A lot of the trash in here jumps around, which is really annoying. Especially when I was playing Shadow, they would jump out of my Shadow Crash all the time. Yeah, so these little lizards, they'll jump behind someone and then do a frontal charge like through them. But it's very clearly indicated. Ritualist does a magic dispel, which went on me there. Okay, these arcs. If both of these go off on me, I'm probably going to die. But these things hit really hard. It's like a chain lightning kind of thing. I think it hits 3 players. And then those same mobs, the stalkers, leap on people. So if you're stacked up, they'll hit multiple people. A lot of stuff in here kind of hurts. Alright, we CC those luckily. I don't have a kick on Discipline Priest, obviously, so it's kind of all in my team's hands here. Doing a good job of CCing them. I want one to go off so you can see how much it hurts. Yeah, there you go. See, 2 people just died. Like, that shit hurts. So one was on Dumpy, one was on the mage. So I think the mage only got hit by 1. And then everyone else got cleaved by another, maybe? I don't know. Stuff hurts a bit. So I guess the main thing is like spread so you don't cleave the leaps and then kick those arcs. But it seems like the arcs, their cooldown is like 20 something seconds. So if you have 3 kicks, you could just kick them. And then everyone else kicks the ritualist or whatever. And it's just dodging for the most part and spreading for the leaps. And run back after I died. Alright, so this is the first sentinel we're seeing in this video. These guys do like a tank frontal, which leaves a dot. So if you get hit by the tank breath, you're going to get a dot and probably die. Tank's an incarn with bark rolling, so this health's not like moving at all. Alright, and then when you break his shield at 50%, he starts dropping these pools, which this like sucks. I hate this. See these pools? They spawn like randomly under people, and you got to move out of them real quick. Oh, we blew him up, so you're not really going to be able to see it. I'll skip ahead a little bit. We're going to fight another one here in a sec. This was like I know it's like easy, like you just move out of the pools, but I swear this was the hardest part for me, the whole dungeon. There's a tank breath. Alright, so see his little shield the Sentinel has? When that shield breaks, he's gonna shatter, and then he starts throwing these pools around. Yep, here's the pools. Alright, so far so good. Yeah, I'm just pressing uppies, like, get me out of here. Circle debuff on me. Oh, you know what? A pool like dropped on me when I was in uppies, so it's like invisible. But it is right under me. I think I'm about to die to it. Yeah. That one doesn't count. The pool is like invisible. Probably should have bug reported that, but that's what it is. Let's see, what do we do next? Alright, so here it's those stalkers again. So there's 3 stalkers. So there's each... Okay, 4 stalkers. So each one of those is a kick. And then the big sentinel guy. See, one of those arcs went off. Did like big chunk of my health. Another arc goes off, big chunk. Yeah, and then these pools. So I guess the thing is, like, if you get him to 50 and then blow up the sentinel, you can avoid a lot of danger, I guess. Let's skip past some of this because we already seen this trash. We've already seen all those. Oh, okay. So this is the boss. So some people were pulling trash onto the boss. This lizard, the pink mob, like the pink nameplate mob, that's the boss. He does these circles, so there's gonna be 2 circles coming out. There's one on me and one on the shaman. So you want to put these like kind of close to the boss. They're gonna link you, or not link you, but like they're gonna root you in the circle, so you can't leave the circle while you have this javelin on you. And then you guys gotta, or everyone has to blow up the javelins to remove this dot and free you from the circle. So here I put the barrier down, pressing my void orb. So now we're free. And then these like breaths I really hate. They're really hard to see. And they leave a dot on you. You can see on my party frames, they hurt a lot. Especially if you get hit by more than one. They hurt real bad. So then he does this phase where he gets off the mount. He does AoE and he becomes immune to damage. And you can see on his nameplate, he's got 6 stacks of that like cloak buff thing. So that means you have to hit him with 6 of these frontals. This is like very chaotic, and you're probably going to see me fuck it up. But basically, if you have the red arrow, you have to put your beam through the boss, and every time he gets hit by one of those breaths, a stack goes away, and when you remove all the stacks, then he stops the phase. So there's like healing to be done here. Both he's just pulsing AoE, I think, and then also these debuffs that you get from the breaths. But he's immune to damage, so like there's nothing else to do besides live, which is kind of cool. Then when you break that shield, they get stunned and they're AFK for like 13 seconds or something, it looks like. They don't take extra damage, but they share health, so you get 2 targets to hit instead of 1, which is kind of neat, I guess. And we pull trash onto it. Which is like, I think makes sense, but I don't know. Maybe a bit much. Maybe a little distracting for the DPS. If they're like dot classes, they're like, ooh, let me dot these new mobs. And it's like, no, hit the boss. It's like kind of a burn phase, but kind of not. I don't know. Kind of interesting. Alright, here comes the bindings again. It's on me and the shaman. I think that's who was on last time. It's weird. So my uppies, my atonement's falling off of him. Oh no. I think I'm panicking here. No. I'm probably gonna die. So these breaths, as far as I could tell, these frontals don't matter because you're not breaking the shield. Ooh, I paint up myself. Do I live here? Holy smokes. Oh no, my atonement fell off. I don't have radiance. I'm scared. I wonder if you can pre-turtle this. Someone might die. No. Good wall, good block. We're chilling. Yeah, not too bad. Then it just does the same thing again. AoE, hit the boss. Got 5 stacks left. 4 stacks. So I think something I noticed doing this a few times, and I probably fuck it up here, but in theory, I think if you get targeted by it, you want to like stand kind of on the boss and not point it through the boss. Because I think if you're going through the boss, you're creating like a lot more of an area that's like dangerous to stand in. Whereas if you stand close to the boss, it's only dangerous from the side of the lizard to the boss. Rather than if you like stand far away, you're creating like danger on both sides. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't really know how to explain it, but kind of a cool fight. Interesting. This area is really cool. I think it'll be nice when you can assign kicks to stuff. But basically, each of the light blue mobs is a dispel. And those elementals put a shield out that you can purge, which is really nice. So see that elemental, he's casting something I renamed a shield. It's going to go on a phase bleed. I don't see where it went. Yes, there's one of the magic dispels. So because we have 2 ritualists, there's going to be 2 dispels. Other one's going on the mage, but I mass dispelled it. That was actually kind of sick. Hold on. Yeah, I dispelled the shaman. Then this one's going out. I can see it's going out, so I'm like casting mass as it goes out. So that's safe. And then I'll have my dispel back for the next magic dispel, which will be from the purple ritualist here, the purple marker. It's going on me. I get myself. Another one going on me. I just press defensives. Shield going out. This is actually purgeable. Hopefully I purge it. Yeah. Nice. So kind of cool. Like you don't have an interrupt as a priest, but you can purge that. So you're still like able to cover. I should actually... Mages will probably want to spell steal that so they can get a shield, but whatever. I wasn't expecting him to. These guys are really fun to heal as a Void Priest. They do a big AoE, these speakers. So there's the AoE coming out. Start my ramp. I'm a little bit late, so we're going to get a little bit lower than I wanted. But you could pretty much have your orb up for every one of those. I was playing Void, because I think Oracle's more like you got to pre-shield people, and I don't really know what's going on. Oh yeah. So these mobs, they spawn a spirit, and they get like a shield while the spirit's out. So you gotta like hard swap over, kill the spirit, so that he doesn't get too big of a shield. And then he's gonna do his AoE soon. Put my radiance out, get my orb going. Dispel. Okay, there's AoE. Radiance, and then I'm gonna spam Void Blast. Eva's topped up. Very fun mob. Let's see what else we got. Got the stalkers that jump. Those are the arc guys again. The lizards that jump behind you do the frontal. Yeah, we've seen all these mobs. So there's only one ritualist, so there's only one magic dispel this pull, which is good. We all die to the arcs. Those arcs are fucking crazy. Look, like one's going off here. So just one brought everyone, what is that, like 30% health? And then the second one's going off in 1 second. Kills the mage, kills Dumpy. Or no, almost kills Dumpy. Seems like there's a lot going on, but honestly, if you just assign those 3 kicks and then you have 1 magic dispel, you're like kind of chilling. So it's not too bad. It definitely will be hard, like if you're kicking something and someone stuns it at the same time and then you're down your kick. Might hurt. But interesting mobs, I guess. Simple, but like engaging. Let's see. And then over here is pretty much the same. Oh, there's these waste creepers. I don't know if you can hear it. There's someone detonating rapid fire fireworks in my backyard. They do a little circle they charge to. Nothing crazy. Alright, so this pull at the end, there's 2 speakers. And a lot of people were pulling them together. We might die if we do it. Okay, yeah. I was in Discord with the hunter, Chicken Dumpy, so I was like, trap that caster. Because it just becomes too many kicks, because each speaker has a bolt. The arc guy, and then this guy's bolting. There's an AoE. These are both like the big AoE guys. So like we might die here. Yeah, see, double AoEs. Like our health's gonna go crazy. Oh no. I'm in shambles. And there's a Dispel. And then it spawns a spirit that you have to swap to. Like, the double here is definitely doable. I think people will do it in keys, but it's like a lot on PTR. Because no one knows what they are supposed to kick. Which is fair. Like, how are you supposed to know? Alright, let's see. This is going to be double AoE again. So far, we're okay. Second AoE. A barrier was a little overkill, but it is what it is. Not bad. Alright, and then he grabs random mobs to do with the boss, I guess. This boss is honestly so fucking cool. I really dig it. It's like really hard, but really fun. Basically, the whole fight is like collecting ghosts. So he spawns ghosts, and then each ghost is like gonna get hit by a beam at some point. So you have to find your ghost and then pick it up before the beam goes off. So you can see mine is over here, it has like that little arrow. So you pick it up and then you get like a haste and damage and healing buff. Some kind of buff. Definitely buffs healing. You pick that up. If you don't pick it up, you get a dot and like some kind of haste down debuff. And the whole fight, the boss is just pulsing damage. And then there is something else that does big damage. So it's a lot of movement and a lot of like, don't fuck up your thing. Oh yeah, so this thing hurts and there's a ghost. So you get a circle and you gotta pick up a ghost and then you gotta spread. All like very quickly. And I let us get too low, so the mage died. But it is what it is. So you can hardly tell the difference, but you can see the hunter and the shaman have like bad debuffs, and me and the tank have good ones. So they're taking like a lot of damage extra. And here's the next set of ghosts. Just constant ticking damage, pretty fun. And then there's this like other phase kind of, which is also just picking up ghosts. This is just like ghosts with the fight. So I figured out what you want to do here, or at least I think, is there's 3 ghosts that spawn, so you're going to be able to get 3 copies of that buff. But you want to pick up the one that's about to get hit by the frontal, because otherwise you get punished. So you pick up the one, and then you wait, and you see which one is in danger next. So I could see this one's in danger next, so I'm running over to that one, picking it up, and then I'm chilling. Some people, so like Dumpy has 3 stacks of his buff already. The mage is 3 stacks. The tank is 3 stacks. But it lasts like, what, 9 seconds? And it stacks up to 3. So I'm waiting, picking up the last one now. So now I have 3 stacks. Like Dumpy's fell off already, but I still have mine for a little bit more. So there's like a little bit of min-maxing you can do. And also the priority of like, you want to get the one that's going to get killed next. Maybe if you're like a bursty class and you want to get all 3 right away because you're in your cooldowns or something, maybe it makes sense, but it's good to like know about. But it's a pretty fun fight, honestly. It feels bad on Priest because I feel very slow, but I don't know. Probably really sick on like a druid. Like wild charge and travel form or some shit. Oh my god, I might let us die. Hopefully I do something. No, that's my fault. I hadn't really figured this fight out, I think, completely when I was doing this, so don't judge me. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole thing. Just repeats from there. So everyone got their buff, which is good. As a healer, like when this comes out, you'll definitely feel, if it stays the same, like you'll definitely feel who doesn't pick up their ghosts, even if you're not looking at the thing. because they just take way more damage than everyone else. Here I'm waiting, picking up this one. See Dumpy, one of Dumpy's ghosts got destroyed. So he's taking, see how his health's like much lower than everyone else, and he pressed his wall. Not flaming him or anything, just pointing out. Like, you'll be able to tell. But it was good defensive on his part. Dumpy's the best. We love Dumpy. Yep, that's pretty much it. And yeah. 14 was like, so we were scaled to 710, which is maximum hero track item level. So that would be like the current equivalent of like 670 or something like that, maybe. So it felt like medium hard. Scaling felt okay, especially for like not being able to coordinate kicks. Oh my god, dude, this druid was using like a translator. Look, it was real-time translation of document images. Fortunately, we have a powerful shaman. If you look at the damage meters, the shaman was doing insane. All the shamans on PTR are blasting. So, anyway. It's a fun run. Thanks for watching. I'm excited about this dungeon. I might do some more videos like this. If anyone's interested, let me know. I'll do some more. Or if not, let me know and we'll go back to the regular kind of interview things only. I need people to interview, so if anyone knows someone who wants to chat, definitely hit me up. What else? Check out the Twitch stream sometime if you like watching. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you whenever I decide to do this again. Happy 4th of July. Bye.